Welcome back to our channel, everyone. We're so glad you're here. Today, we've got a bombshell story that's been taking the entertainment world by storm. In a shocking turn of events, Dong Wook, the heartthrob of K-dramas, went missing for an entire 48 hours, leaving fans and the media in complete chaos. But don't worry, the mystery has been solved, and he's been found safe and sound. What's even more jaw-dropping is the mastermind behind the whole ordeal has been caught. Stay tuned as we dive into the full story, the crazy twists, and the explosive reveal you won't believe. Before we begin, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any updates. Let's get started. In an unprecedented turn of events, Dong Wook, one of South Korea's most beloved actors, disappeared without a trace, leaving millions of fans in a state of panic and confusion. Known for his roles in Goblin, My Girl, and VIP, Lee's sudden absence sparked a whirlwind of emotions, rumors, and theories. For 48 hours, the actor was unaccounted for, and the search to find him became a top priority. But what initially seemed like a terrifying ordeal turned out to be something far more unexpected. A marketing stunt of colossal proportions. The drama began innocently enough. Dong Wook, who had just completed a successful trip to Vietnam for a fan event, was set to attend a photo session for an upcoming fan meeting in Seoul. Fans, eager to see their favorite actor in person, were already buzzing with excitement. However, things took a dark turn when, during the photo shoot, Dong Wook suddenly disappeared. No one knew where he had gone, and no one could get in touch with him. At first, his management team assumed he might have stepped out for a break, or had an urgent matter to attend to. But as the hours ticked by, the situation became more alarming. The studio, the crew, and the agency were all in the dark. No one had seen Lee since he arrived at the photo shoot, and his absence only raised more questions. Could he have been kidnapped? Was there some sort of personal emergency? Theories began to swirl, and as they did, the panic started to spread. The situation was made all the more complicated by Dong Wook's reputation as a well-respected and beloved figure in the entertainment world. His fanbase wasn't just large, it was global. Fans in South Korea, Vietnam, and beyond had grown attached to the actor over the years. Many had followed his career from My Girl to Goblin, where his gentle charisma and flawless acting had captured their hearts. To imagine that such a well-known figure could suddenly vanish seemed unreal. Within hours of his disappearance, King Entertainment, the agency representing Dong Wook, released a statement confirming that he was indeed missing. The announcement was brief, but it struck a chord. Dong Wook has gone missing. Please stay tuned for updates. The cryptic message only added to the uncertainty. Fans, media outlets, and the public began speculating about what could have happened. Was it a publicity stunt, a kidnapping, or something even darker? Theories flooded social media. Some fans feared the worst, imagining the actor had been abducted by a crazed fan or involved in some sort of criminal scheme. Others believed he might have had an accident or health scare. The media, already buzzing with coverage of Lee's recent trip to Vietnam, quickly picked up the story, and soon headlines across the world were dominated by the search for Dong Wook. By the second day of his disappearance, the anxiety was palpable. His fans had already mobilized, searching for any information they could find. They scoured news outlets, social media, and any public sightings of Dong Wook, hoping for a clue. His name was trending worldwide, and the pressure on King Entertainment to provide answers was mounting. The police had even become involved, but despite their best efforts, Lee was nowhere to be found. In an attempt to keep the situation under control, King Entertainment posted another video, this time featuring Yong Siks, a close friend and fellow actor who had worked with Lee on multiple projects. Yong Siks' appearance in the video only increased the tension. He spoke with visible concern, confirming the worst. There is no trace of Dong Wook. No one knows where he is. This situation will definitely cause chaos. People are going to start coming here asking questions. We don't have the answers yet. Yong Siks' words added fuel to the fire. The suspense built to unbearable levels. Fans, now gripped by fear and confusion, grew desperate for news. What had happened to Dong Wook? Was he okay? Or had something terrible occurred? As the hours dragged on, the situation seemed to spiral further. By the third day, rumors of a ransom demand began to surface. Although there was no official confirmation, theories grew darker. Was Lee Dong Wook involved in something more sinister? Were criminal forces at play? With no updates from King Entertainment, fans began to fear that the actor might be in genuine danger. Then, just when it seemed like the situation couldn't get any worse, the agency released another update. But this time, it was far from what anyone had expected. King Entertainment finally revealed the truth in a shocking announcement. The entire disappearance had been a carefully orchestrated publicity stunt. The video that had caused such widespread panic was part of an elaborate marketing scheme. Lee Dong Wook's disappearance was not real. It was a stunt designed to promote his upcoming fan meeting. The message came with an apology, but the truth was a bitter pill to swallow for the fans who had spent the past 48 hours in fear and uncertainty. "We apologize for the confusion," the statement read. "Lee Dong Wook is perfectly fine. The disappearance was staged to create excitement for his upcoming fan meeting, which we hope you'll be excited about." The revelation hit fans like a bombshell. The excitement that had followed Lee Dong Wook's name for years now turned to a mix of relief, anger, and disappointment. While many were relieved that their favorite actor was safe, others felt deeply betrayed by the stunt. How could Lee, a man who had built his career on trust and admiration, be a part of such a manipulative scheme? The mastermind behind the stunt was soon revealed. Park Jin-hoon, the marketing genius behind King Entertainment. Known for his unconventional methods, Park had built his reputation on creating attention-grabbing campaigns. But even he couldn't have predicted the backlash. While the fan meeting was now sold out in record time, the controversy left a bad taste in the mouths of many fans. Lee Dong Wook, ever the professional, took to his social media accounts to reassure his fans. "Thank you for your concern," he wrote. "I'm fine and I can't wait to see you all at the fan meeting." Despite the backlash, the actor's charm and sincerity shone through. But for many fans, the damage had been done. What started as a marketing ploy had turned into a PR disaster, one that would go down in history as one of the most audacious stunts in the entertainment industry. In the end, the entire episode raised important questions about the ethics of celebrity marketing. Was it worth it? Did the ends justify the means? For Lee Dong Wook, the stunt worked in terms of visibility and fan engagement, but it also left a sour taste in the mouths of those who felt manipulated. Only time would tell if this stunt would tarnish his reputation, or if it would become just another memorable chapter in his long and successful career. As the days passed, the world continued to buzz with the aftermath of Lee Dong Wook's so-called disappearance. The media couldn't get enough of the story, continuously circulating theories and details about the missing actor's whereabouts. The incident had become a global sensation, and while it sparked conversations about the ethics of modern marketing, it also gave fans a glimpse into the complex relationship between celebrities and their audiences. The entire ordeal had shattered the illusion of the flawless star. Fans' emotions were divided. Some took to social media to express their relief that Lee Dong Wook was safe, but many others vented their anger. "How could they play with our emotions like this?" one fan tweeted. "We were terrified for him, and it turns out it was all a stunt. I don't know if I can forgive him for this." These sentiments were echoed by thousands across Twitter and Instagram, where #Lee Dong Wook hoax became one of the top trending topics.